Good morning, everybody. And here it is, okay? Our little demo today, okay, is called Exercise is Killing Us. Did you ever notice something? We're told all these things to do, from diet to exercise to health, what love looks like, what love feels like. Why is it that it's always just within our grasp? Why is it that it's always within our grasp? We almost feel like we got it and then it's gone. And that's with everything. The whole game is rigged, okay? It's all rigged. And the reality is you can still win the game. All you got to do is wake up. You got to wake up from this coma, okay? This coma called education, okay? It's not education. We've been institutionalized, whether you're talking about diet or exercise. And yes, exercise is killing us. Take a look at this. So you'll get a lot of people running, right? Okay. They love to run. Okay. You do know that runners live shorter lives. Runners get runner's heart, which is scar tissue in their heart and throughout their body. How many times do you see a runner running and he's so dedicated that he's limping? Do you know he's actually injuring himself? Let me tell you something. The whole logic about contraction. Okay. We are a contracted society. We're always in flight freeze mode, aren't we? And when we go to work out, it's all about the contraction, I know it feels good. We're pumping, we're getting the circulation going. But what about the relaxation? What about the expansion? Okay, because cells contract and they expand. And believe it or not, you have to expand at least 50% of your exercise program. If you're not expanding, what does that mean? That means lengthen, strengthen, detox, and tone. But if you don't have the lengthen, okay, the expansion, then you're always going to be like this. Oh, look at him. He's in great shape. And he walks like this, right? Because he can't move, because everything is so bloody locked up and stiff. We're locked up emotionally and we're locked up physically. And understand something. You can get somebody and all they've done is done stretching and breathing exercises, and they're going to live way longer than anybody who's been pumping iron at the gym or running on a treadmill for an hour or doing a step machine. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with having a toned body, but understand something. Those are the people that get injured all the time. Tell me that there's not a ton of injuries coming out of a gym continually. That's right. So, most of our exercise is contractual. And when you contract, and it stays locked up, and you try to do full extension, or you try to really move, oh, I pulled my back out. Oh my gosh, my shoulder. Oh, my elbow. Oh, my knee. Every joint, okay? Because all the answers lie in the joints. That's why with Wolfe Non-Surgical, we can get a person come into us and they can have an ankle problem, knee problem, hip problem, spinal problem, neck problem. We're going to give them a money-back guarantee that in one treatment, we're going to give them more relief than all the other treatments put together, because it's a scar tissue issue. It's displaced calcium and crystallization. And guess what? 99% of all body workers don't even think about this. They've missed the whole key. So when I'm talking to people and I want to work with people, I tell them, you've got to do exercises that lengthen, strengthen, detox, and tone. Let me show you this. So we used to sell core twisters, right? Then we stopped selling them for about the last year and a half because I wanted to perfect it. This is our new core twister, if you'll take a look. Right, this camera? Yeah. Okay, all right. So you can see what it says. Doc of Detox, twist and tone. And that's what you're doing. You're twisting and you're toning, and I'm going to show this in a few minutes. These are going to be up on our website in about 4 weeks, okay? They're going to be up on our website in about 4 weeks. And you can see what it looks like, okay? And it's easy to ship, and I'm going to show you how to do it in a few minutes. Now, okay, you love your running. You love going to the gym. I get it. You love the intenseness of it, okay, because we're all pretty intense. But the reality is this. You know, when I first started going to yoga 20 years ago, I could hardly stay in yoga for 20 minutes because I couldn't calm my mind down. And I definitely could not hold nice, long, and slow breath and hold a stretch for more than a few seconds, and my mind would be going, come on, come on, come on, come on. So the reality is what if you were to really just find peace in chaos? And that's what we're out to do. A lot of people go, I have such a stressful day. I got to go to the gym and I got to really work out, and they really pumping hard. It's going to get you. I don't care. 40, 50, 60. Guess what? You're going to start to limp a little bit here. You're going to, because of the scar tissue, the calcification problem. And then guess what? That little pain in your hip, as you get older, it starts to turn into what? More of a limp. Then if the problem is on your right hip, then your left knee's going to go. And then when your left knee goes, then you're going to find problem in your right ankle, because it's like a pinball machine with the body, right? You're always trying to compensate and realign. Do whatever you want, but the reality is you want to be a lean, keen, okay, toned machine. You don't want to have hard, bulky muscles, if that's what you're into, that's great. But still, if you don't know how to connect to your breath and stretch. So no matter what exercise you're going to do, whether you go to the gym, it only takes 5 minutes. You want to do what we call belly button therapy. I'm not going to get into this really deep because I want to show this, and then I'm going to be doing a live demo for a beautiful lady. She's an elderly lady, and she's going blind. And the doctors told her there's nothing they can do for her. And I'm going to tell you, guess what? There's nothing they can do for her because they have limited thinking, okay? If they can't do something for her, there's nothing we can do for you. But understand something. When you take personal action, that's when you take your life back, whether it's exercise or if it's your eyes or if it's anything else. So belly button therapy takes 5 to 7 minutes, okay? This is the brochure that it comes in. I could read all the things, but then we'd be here forever and a day. You can go take a look at the video in my library in the Do-It-Yourself guide. And you know what? These are inexpensive, but the most powerful tool that you will use to unleash, okay, 70% of your serotonin, 50% of your dopamines, and hundreds of thousands of endorphins. And guess what? In 5 to 7 minutes, I want you to do yourself a favor. Oh, all you're going to do, I'll show you. You're going to go in like this. You might even just start like this. Oh my gosh, it hurts. Because most people have so much inflammation and bloating. I can go this deep. Look how deep I go. Okay? All right? And then what you do is you're going to do all angles. You're going to go here, up, over, down. You're going to go clockwise all around. And there's a few different moves. And understand something. What you're doing is triggering the vagus nerve, the wandering nerve, which is the longest nerve in the body that attaches to all your organs. And you're telling them, hey, we love you. We're going to send some hormonal and chemical love down your way to heal, because you can't heal unless you're in a parasympathetic state. So if you need to do this for 5 minutes, 5 times a day, to calm yourself down and to get into a healing state because you think you're dying of a disease, okay, or you're so stressed out because you can't control your emotions, you got to use the physical to trigger the emotional to calm down the physical, okay? But if you do this before you go to the gym, if you do this before you run, and you do this after you go to the gym and after you run, guess what? Don't believe me, but do your stretches. Go try from this side, go down and touch the ground, okay? After you do the belly button therapy, your stretch will be 25% more. Did you get what I just said? 20 to 25% more in 5 to 7 minutes. There's not an exercise. Nobody can even do that for you. There's not a therapy that can even do that for you, and it's yours for the taking. And you can have it anytime you want. I wake up in the morning, I don't even open my eyes, I do the belly button therapy, and before I go to bed, you know what I do? I rub peppermint on the bottom of my feet to calm my body down, and then I take 2 scoops of, small scoops, or what's called mag infusion, put it under my tongue, it heats up, you feel the warmth, and that infuses into my body. I do belly button therapy, and I sleep like a kitten all night, and that's the most powerful way of having the most beautiful sleep. Now, let's get back on track here. So we want to do belly button therapy before we exercise and after we exercise. Understand something. How many people get done exercise and they feel a limp, or they feel something tight, or they feel the joint is locked up, or there's a knot in a muscle? That's how you let it go. That's how you let it go. You need to lengthen, strengthen, and relax the body. Open up the joints, open up the muscles. Okay, now let's talk about core twisting. Now, core twisting is, try to picture this, okay? Let me grab this. You see this towel here? Okay, all right. So core twisting is like this. So when you're core twisting, here's your spine. Right? This way, this way. Now, what's that going to do for your vertebrae? Oh my gosh, how many people have crystallization, okay, or have their discs, okay, have so much scar tissue crystallization and calcification around them and in them. And when you start doing this, it's like loosening up and getting rid of the rust, okay? And it's going to create circulation. Wouldn't you love to have a flexible spine instead of just being the stiff pole? And when I do this, guess what I'm doing? Do you ever wring something out? Ugh. When you wring something out, you get rid of the dirt. So when you wring your spine, and when you wring your abdomen, and when you twist your pelvis, you're detoxifying your pelvic girdle, okay? Your abdomen, which is the core, okay? You're doing your spine, but you're also moving a lot of other things. So we're wringing out the toxins, bringing in the nutrition, okay? All right, starting to loosen it up, starting to warm it up. Now, you can, when you go to do your core twisting, if you've never done it before, and you buy a core twister, you can put your hands, okay? I could grab the two sides of a door jamb. Okay, I'm over here. So I could grab the door jamb, okay? It's about this wide, okay? Or I can put my hands on the wall, and I'm just going to lightly twist like this, okay? So to get my balance, to get my practice, okay, there's no wall right here. Let me just show you right here, okay? Okay, so, all right, so I can just put my hands on a shelf even, and all I'm going to do is just brisk practice it. So your butt sticks out, stick your butt out, bend your knees, keep your feet together, keep your back straight, okay? And then just twist from your core, okay? So this is your core. So believe it or not, when I start doing this exercise, all my focus is in my abdominal muscles, okay? So what I'm doing is that I'm going to be going back and forth. So they're going boom, 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 boom. It's all from here. It's not from me going like this. It's all from my core. See, my core is doing it. So you want to feel it. You want to put your focus right in here, okay? You know, you can get 5-pound, 8-pound weights. I'm here to lengthen and strengthen and loosen up, okay? So I'll do my belly button, then I'll come on this core twister, and then I'm going to have these weights. These aren't for building muscle, but look at, see? And you can do all, you know what I'll do? I'll put music that I love, right? When I was younger, they used to call me Disco Darrell. So I'll put something with a double beat, right? Okay? All right, my disco days are over, okay? Disco's dead. No, I don't think so. Not in my house. Okay, all right. So anyways, so I'll just start to twist like this, and I can do this. And I'll be doing a really professional video on this in the next few weeks. Or I can do this, or I can do this. Hey, come on, let's dance. It's all about the dance. It's all about the fun. You can even do it in front of a mirror, and you can look at yourself because you want to get used to looking at yourself, because you want to learn how to love yourself. Most people will not look at themselves in a mirror, will they? Oh, they'll look at themselves. Was my hair right? Did I shave? But will they look in their eyes? Okay, so get a mirror and then go watch your body shape, okay, to make sure you're doing it. So we can go to the side. We can go to this side. Or you can do this, look, okay? Or you can do this, cross arm. Or you can go in circles. Look at this. When you get started, I'll be showing all the different motions that you can do. And understand something. This is working everything in my body. And remember, it's all going to come from here. Let me just say this. The day that your abdomen sticks out farther than your ribs, you're going down. You're already bloated. You already got a beer gut. You already got a spare tire. Okay? Because guess what? As you get sicker, it's because your immune system is falling down. As you get sicker, your intestines are falling down and out or falling down and in. Why do you think there's so many prostate problems? Why do you think there's ovarian cysts? Why do you think we can't get pregnant because we have scar tissue in our fallopian tubes? Why do you think there's so much endometriosis? Why do you think there's so many fibroids in the pelvis? It's because you've got root rot, which is your large intestine has been rotting forever. Hey, but hold on a second. I'll talk to at least 10 people a day, and their bowel movements are great, their diet's great, and meanwhile, they've got an autoimmune disease. I'm on yesterday with a lady. She's 26 years old. Oh, her bowel movements are great. She says, I work out every day. If you saw my body, it's so toned. I'm in such great shape. And I go, no, you've got bowel problems. There's something wrong here with what she told me. And everybody, I always can go to the bowel first. And if you were to fix that up, you're going to fix up 90% of your problems. Now, and she goes, no, there's nothing wrong. And it took me like 5 to 7 minutes to squeeze it out of her. Oh, wait a minute. But there is time when there's a lot of water coming out and my stool is really loose. We have been dumbed down so much. The core, this is the core, and most people are rotten to the core. And then most people are rotten to the core because they have root rot, which is your large intestine. And if the roots rot in a tree, the tree falls down, which would be your spinal column. Okay? And that's why in the last month, we have people coming here for personal treatment and trainings, and we've had them coming during the whole COVID, okay? The whole COVID, all right? The reality is we have people coming from all over continually here. And I've had 2 people come that have had tumors that were created by the root rot, which is the large intestine, that actually ate away their spine, and then they had to have rods put in, and then we're going in there to try to get rid of the scar tissue and to restore them. Okay, so here we go. So you get on your core twister, bend your knees, stick your booty out, keep your back straight, put a slight smile on your face, connect to the lion heart breathing, and then just have fun and go easy. And don't over twist. Don't go, oh my God, and just go. It's like that guy who goes, you know what? First spring day, he looks like he's 3 months pregnant, and he goes, wow, I just got a brand new pair of running shoes. He puts them on, and then he goes and runs 3 miles, and he comes home and he goes, oh God. I mean, this is what we do. We're running hate programs and we don't even know it. Why can't we just love ourselves well? Why can't we just take gentle baby steps? Why can't we just lengthen, strengthen, detox, and tone? Why do we have to go out there and pound the pavement? And look if you're not in good shape. Do you know how many people I see working out and I go, yeah, there's a person that's got a meat, potato, dairy, okay, and alcohol diet, right? And then they're going to go out and try to pound the pavement. If we could get rid of our addictions and we could change parts of our personality, we would change our reality, we'd change our body, because the psychological rules the biology. The psychological rules the physical. Okay, so you saw the core twister, right? Okay. You can also get yourself something like this. You can make a stick or get a rod, and you can do the core twister with a rod if you want. Some people like to start off like this, right? So here, I'll get over this one. So here, you can do this, do the same thing, come over here, right? Go in circles. All you got to do is take your time. And if you're so stiff and you feel like an old person, because guess what? Do you know what an old person is? Not somebody that's 90, because I've seen people that are 90 years old and they're younger than most of the 40-year-olds if they've been doing exercise that lengthen, strengthen, detox, and tone. If they've been doing advanced water fasting. If they've been doing the ultimate coffee enema. If they've been eating a whole plant-based diet. And if they unconditionally love themselves and forgive everything they've ever done or whatever anybody thinks they've done. You couldn't make me feel bad if you tried. And the world tries to do it. Your family tries to do it. The government tries to do it. The medical system tries to do it. Understand something. Nobody's telling me what to do, ever again. I am the boss of this body. I am the boss of this mind. And understand, if it's not unconditional love that somebody's giving me, I don't accept the gift. And I want you to think about that. And think about yourself too. Think about the decisions you make. Are you doing loving, gentle exercises to say, I love you, body? Thank you for everything? Or are you doing contractual, rip and tear exercises that are going to just end up crippling you someday and giving you a cane or a walker or a wheelchair? I will never have a cane or a walker or a wheelchair. I love me so much. Do you love you so much? Anyways, I'll be on in a few minutes with a beautiful, lovely lady, and let's see if we can help her with her eyesight so that she can see again. Have a beautiful day. You are the power you seek. How would it feel to you? Better still, how would it change your life to be certified in the most powerful training in regards to the emotional and physical body? Whether you're coming to us to enhance your clinic or for personal growth, or finally, to live your passion and purpose as a natural health practitioner. You are only limited by your beliefs, but that ends today. We will be holding this New World Practitioner certification in the amazing Casa del Agua facility, 15 minutes from Playa del Carmen in the beautiful Mayan Riviera of Mexico. Can't wait to see your smiling face.
Sage is by far the best teacher I have ever touched base with. I've done a lot of courses out there, a lot of programs, a lot of emotional work, mystery skills, but this really touches, it kind of bridges the emotion and the physical component together.
He's fun and he's thorough, and he doesn't, he's making sure that you know the techniques. And so when we walk away from this particular course, and we walk away, we feel confident, and he has given us that confidence.
I took my Touch for Health training in probably about 20 years ago. I also incorporate that into my practice, but it doesn't deal with the crystallization, inflammation, and calcification. So that's why I said that this is kind of the missing puzzle piece that I needed to help people get to their optimal health.
That's the moment where you leave and you become a complete professional in what you do and in your business. You leave with the ability to be a total professional at what you do.
You can deal with the emotions and let that go. Two, I can deal with the physical. But what we're doing with this non-surgical is you're combining the emotion and physical together.
And this is the component that now I can help others. And now I'm here, and I am trained, and I am certified, and I can take this, and I can help you.
Something about this spoke to me so true. The mind-body connection and being energy beings. It's profound, and I want to share it with others so that they can have the tools to feel this love and heal themselves.
And you as a practitioner or a doctor will be that guide to help see them transform and help support them through their conflict resolution, I call it, or making peace with things that have been unresolved.
Give me a call. This is your time to shine. Just remember, all questions matter because your life matters. You matter. If you're looking for life-saving and life-changing information, well, you've come to the right place. Don't forget to click and subscribe. Stay connected.